But now, y'all, it's time to get down and dirty, man. Look, the boys stepped up this week. The boys did their thing. All right, Jerrick. Well, I'm sorry, Rell went 3-0 this past week. So get up for Rell. Rell got everybody plus money. If you follow Rell and you got plus money, all right. Rell went 3-0 this past week. It's 4-2 on the year. Jerrick, if it wasn't for a flag on the field goal, Jerrick would have gone 3-0 as well. Jerrick went 2-1. He's 3-3 on the year. And y'all boy J Bess, I'm struggling. I went 1-2 again. I'm 2-4 on the year. All right. So you know what they say? Third time's a charm. Third time's a charm. This is our week. This is our week for everybody to go 3-0. All right. So Rell, let me know. Week 3 bets, your 2-player props, and your money line.
Yes, sir. We got y'all. We got y'all. A lot of homework was done behind this. All right. So first player prop is going to be Justin Jefferson over 71.5 receiving yards.
That's
He
three
hit
straight
his
weeks, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He hit his prop last week. This week he's going against the Bengals. The Bengals have just been flat out terrible all year. Justin Jefferson has 125 yards on the year. We know he's one of the best receivers in the league. 125 yards through 2 games. I know he's pissed off right now. I'm guaranteeing a big game. If you really feel good about it, put a red on him. He'll probably hit 100 yards. Moving on to my second bet, I'm going down to Kansas City. I got Isaiah Pacheco over 35.5 rushing yards against the Giants. Isaiah Pacheco hasn't had a too good a game the first 2 weeks. The Chiefs haven't been running the ball too good. I'm trusting and telling you guys this week, Monday Night Football against the Giants, they're going to be running the ball. They're going to be trying to establish the run game, and they're going to be up most of the game, so they're going to be running the ball. Isaiah Pacheco, 35.5 rushing yards should be easy for him to hit, especially against the Giants defense, who have the worst run defense in the league. So go ahead and smash that over. Then moving on to my money line, I'm staying in Kansas City. Just like we were talking about, Kansas City 0-2, don't panic. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs guaranteeing a win Monday Night Football against the Giants. Go ahead and smash that money line.
I like it. One thing I like about Justin Jefferson, real quick, is that Carson Wentz is going to be starting this week. I do feel like Carson Wentz at this moment today increases the upside of the offense because he's been in the NFL, right? He's not afraid to push the ball down the field. I think JJ McCarthy is still growing, still developing. So you're going to have weeks like last week where Justin Jefferson only had 3 catches, but he turned into 80 yards, right? 81 yards, whatever. But I think Justin Jefferson can get way more targets now because you have a quarterback that is going to wheel and deal it, right? So I do think the Vikings offense got slightly better. It's not a diss at JJ McCarthy. It's just the way it is. All right. So Rell went 3-0 last week, trying to go 3-0 again. All right. He had Justin Jefferson over, Pacheco over, and the Chiefs win. All right. So Jerrick, 2-1 last week. You got sniped. Dog. You was almost there.
That was bad. I'm not gonna lie. That's like we're right by the finish line and then boop, sniper.
Right by the finish
That's what
line.
it was. But it's okay though. I'm like, hey, 3-0 this week. Here we go. The first week 1-2, next week 2-1. This week 3-0. We building steps. All right, here we go. I got y'all. First up, Jackson Smith-Njigba, 71.5 receiving yards. Go ahead and hit that right now. This is a guy who's had 100+ yards in both games. And mind y'all, he went against a pretty good San Francisco defense, and then he went against the Steelers, who he's going against guys like Jalen Ramsey and Darius Slay, and he had 100+ yards in both games. This is a guy who I was high on going into this season because now he is the clear-cut number 1. And he has a guy in Sam Darnold who we saw what he did with Justin Jefferson last year. I mean, I had a conversation with you about this, and you was like, wait, so you're comparing Jackson Smith-Njigba to Justin Jefferson? No, I'm just saying he's talented, and now he has a guy who's not afraid to get them the ball. We saw that on that first down post route to him against the Steelers that really hurt us. So go ahead and hit that. He's playing the Saints. Rell knows the Saints so far, number 1 wide receivers are cashing their parlays against the Saints. Rell's pick for one of his props was Marvin Harrison Jr. He hit his. So I'm trying to tell y'all right now, Jackson Smith-Njigba, 71.5 receiving yards. Go ahead and hit that. My second one, Justin Herbert, 20.5 rushing yards. Okay. Game 1, the way I saw Justin Herbert running the football, that wasn't Justin Herbert. I don't know who that was. He was moving a little different. I'm not going to lie. That one run, he was moving crazy. So in the first 2 games, First game, he had 31 rushing yards. Second game, he had 32 rushing yards. The prop is at 20.5. And mind you, going against a Broncos team who I think their defense is still pretty good. And I think that their pass rush especially is pretty good. We mentioned how many sacks they had against Cam Ward week 1. So I think this is a game where he's going to get pressured and he's not going to like what he sees downfield. He's going to tuck the ball. He's going to run it. He's going to get 20.5 rushing yards. That is a lock. And then going down to my money line, Houston Texans. Okay. I talked about it. CJ Stroud, the pressure's on you. What are you going to do? But not only that, my reasoning isn't that CJ Stroud's going to turn up. My reasoning is who they're playing. Guys, they're playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. I want y'all to really sit down and realize this. They're not a good football team. I'm sorry. They just lost to Jake Browning, who threw 3 interceptions. CJ Stroud is going to take care of the football. He's not going to throw 3 interceptions, okay? Trevor Lawrence had a QBR of 34.6, throwing 2 interceptions, even though he threw 3 touchdowns. Okay, they played the Panthers. They played the Bengals. 2 teams with defenses that are not that good. Now they're going against one of the best defenses in football. It's a defense that I just told y'all held Tampa Bay to 20 points, held the Los Angeles Rams to 14 points. This defense is going to terrorize Trevor Lawrence. He's going to look uncomfortable. He's going to look like the normal Trevor Lawrence we're used to seeing. He's going to make mistakes, and the Texans are going to be able to capitalize off of that. And they're going to be able to utilize the fact that the Jaguars' defense is not that good. Their biggest enemy is the pass rush. That's the Texans' biggest enemy, and the Jaguars' pass rush is not that good. Yes, they got to Joe Burrow, but that's the Bengals' offensive line. So I think that CJ Stroud will turn around and have a better game. Nico Collins will have a good game, and I got the Texans winning this one. So that right there, that's 3-0. Rell's going 3-0. I'm gonna go 3-0. Let's go ahead. Let's get you to go 3-0 this week. Let's go. What you got cooking up?
All right, man. Like I said, third time's a charm, bro. It's been a rough start. But let's get it. All right, first we're going with Roma Dunzy over 62.5 receiving yards against this Cowboys defense. Look, we just saw not only Malik Neighbors, but also Wan'Dale Robinson have over 100 yards apiece against this secondary. I do think this can be one of the high-scoring games of the week, so I love the volume that he should be getting in this game. And also, I think that Roma Dunzy has low-key evolved into the number 1 receiver in this offense. We saw a solid week 1, right? But then last week against the Lions, he had a really good game. So I do think he's going to continue to get volume from Caleb Williams. And I think he is, like I said, becoming not only a number 1 option for Caleb Williams, but I think Ben Johnson is scheming things more towards Rome Dunzy than DJ Moore. All right, so I do think Rome can have a big game against Dallas, which should be a shootout, so the volume should be there. All right, next up, we're going with Amon-Ra St. Brown, over 67.5 receiving yards. Look, this can be the highest scoring game of the week between them and the Ravens on Monday Night Football. Look, I love what this Ravens secondary can allow you to do. It can allow receivers to go out. We saw in week 1, Keon Coleman had a day against this defense. So I do think it's going to be a high-scoring game. And high-scoring game, what does that mean? That means more passing volume. So my strategy this week is to attack the 2 games that I think is going to have the highest scoring and get the number 1 receivers for the 2 teams that I think might end up winning these 2 games. All right, so I got Amon-Ra 67.5 receiving yards versus the Ravens, and also Amon-Ra just had a monstrous game. 3 touchdowns, over 100 yards against the Bears. So I do think that he is getting into midseason form. And I think they're going to have to rely on the pass because this Ravens run defense, I don't think they're going to allow Jahmyr Gibbs to have a crazy day. All right, so I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. And then I'm going to layup. All right, I'm tired of trying to pick the game that can get y'all a little money, whatever. This game was like minus 900 for the Bills to win. I'm going with the Bills versus the Miami Dolphins. All right, look, they say don't kick a guy while he's down, but I'm stomping all over Mike McDaniel and Tua right now while they're down because I think this is the easiest way to get your bread. I'm tired of trying to go through the schedule, trying to get a little sneaky picks, whatever. But I am going with the Bills. And I also think that my members on this podcast, my co-hosts, have a little agenda against me. Because last week I said, going into this show, that I had the Eagles money lines a lot. Both of them looked at me with a straight face and said, don't do it. Don't do it. And what happened? The Eagles won, Steelers lost. So
Let's be real. Let's be real. You were a Travis Kelce drop touchdown away from that being wrong.
Bread is bread.
Let's be real. You would have been depending on a miracle. Let's be real.
Look, you said Jay Herbert over 20.5 rushing yards, right?
Yeah.
If he has 21, you get your bread, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't care about a drop. I don't care about 3 points. I don't care. I got the money. Yes or no? Did I win? Yes or no? That's all.
False start and a drop touchdown is what you're bragging about right now.
Whatever. W is a W. Just send me the bread. Send me the bread. All right. So Let's go 3-0 for all three of us this week. Also, Discord. Y'all let me know in the comments if you want to join the Discord. It's only a one-time $10 payment. All right. If y'all want to join the Discord, get a bunch of props, bunch of parlays, let me know in the comments below. All right, but let's go ahead and finish this thing out with our week 3 picks. All right. On the year, I think I'm 19-13, I think, on the year with my picks for the NFL. Do y'all know what y'all's are?
21. I'm 21-1. I went
21-1.
21. I went 12-4 last week. The first week I actually lied to y'all last episode. The first week I went 9-7. This past week I went 12-4.
Wait, you said 21 and what?
11.
I thought you said 21-1.
24-11. I mean 21-11. Whatever I just said.
21-11.
21-11.
Got you. Real, you know yours or not?
17-15.
17-15. All right. So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. But let's go ahead and let's get it with this week. Start on Thursday night. Bills, Dolphins. Who y'all got?
Yes, sir. Bills. This is gonna be a bad one.
Bills.
Yeah, no need to waste no time. Let's go with Bills. All right. I made a bold prediction on my TikTok. For those of y'all that don't follow that, it's at the bottom of the screen. I did say after this week, I do think Mike McDaniel is going to be fired. I just think that if the Bills like spank them like I think they will, then I do think that we can see Mike McDaniel getting fired going into next week. Which you don't want to see. I mean, you don't want to see nobody lose their job. But when he's in the press conferences saying, in order to win, you got to win and not lose. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah,
Like
he's lost.
my baby cousin knows that. In order to win, you got to win. Like
He don't know what to do. He's lost. Yeah.
he's flustered. He's flustered, guys. He's flustered. So I think that he's done. All right. But going to Sunday's slate, we got Green Bay and Cleveland. Guys, who you got, Real?
Packers.
Packers.
Packers. Let's keep it short and sweet. All right. Next up, we got the Hot Colts versus the Tennessee Titans, y'all. Who y'all got? Real?
Yes, sir. I got the Colts winning this game. Sounds crazy, but Daniel Jones been playing some pretty good football, and their best player, who is Jonathan Taylor, been running that ball really, really good. And Shane Steichen's been drawing up some really good plays for this Colts offense. So I'm taking the Colts, but I know it'll be a good game. Cam Ward will put up a fight.
Got you. Jerry, who you got?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Never mind, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna hit the button and hit the little underdog, but I'm not gonna do it. Nah, I'm gonna pick the Colts. I am. I just don't think Cam Ward has enough help. I've seen like his first pass touchdown had to be a miraculous effort by him. Like so
Crazy play.
But yeah, I just don't think it's just not yet. It's gonna be a good game though. I think it will be a good game, but I have the Colts win this one.
Thanks. I got the Colts too. I just think that nobody thought the Colts would be 3-0 going into week 4, and it's about to happen. So I mean, like you said, I think Daniel Jones, man, this is more of an indictment on Anthony Richardson than anything, in my opinion. If Daniel Jones can make it work, why couldn't you make it work? You know, that's I think that's what we're looking at right now with this. Like Anthony Richardson, like what were you doing? Like Daniel Jones is looking.
Well, the only thing I will say is he didn't have a Tyler Warren last year. Tyler Warren is going crazy, but I will
it is true.
Still, it's just Anthony Richardson. He's not the guy. That's all it was.
Yeah. Hey, Ray, y'all still want him?
Hey, yeah, we still want him, but I just want to let you know, even if he had Tyler Warren, like he can't make the easy throws. So like Tyler Warren running these 10-yard routes, these 5-yard routes, he wouldn't be able to hit him.
You just say you still want him though?
No, I'm like he's 23 years old. He's younger than every rookie quarterback that was drafted. He's younger than them. Yes, I still want him. Yes.
Hey man, this ain't no Madden franchise, dog. This is real life.
Hey, this is real life. This is real life. So he pissed off, right? He pissed off like Daniel Jones got my spot. Like I'm supposed to be a starting quarterback in this league. Like I'm nice. I'm him.
Yeah, y'all look at him on that sideline. He looks miserable. Like
y'all might as well though. Y'all might as well pull the trigger on him. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But next up, we got the battle of the backups, guys. We got the Bengals and the Vikings, y'all. Who y'all got, Real?
I'm going with the Vikings. I'm going with the better coach. I'm going with the better defense, and I'm going with the better team around it. I'm going with the Vikings all day.
Got you, Jerrick.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go Vikings. Like you said, I think Carson Wentz. He's had good experience in this league, and I think that pairing him with the coach that he has, they're going to scheme it up. I think it'll look like this offense won't take a step down. I think that with Jake Browning on the other side, that offense will take a little bit of a step back just because he's no Joe Burrow. So I do have the Vikings.
Got you. I got the Vikings as well. I think it's going to come down to who plays better at quarterback, and it's going to be Jake Browning or Carson Wentz. And I got Carson Wentz outplaying Jake Browning, and I think Carson Wentz. This what a game to get acclimated, and get back in the groove. Going against one of the worst defenses in the league, like this is a perfect game for you to get going. So I think this is the perfect spot. If JJ McCarthy had to get hurt, I think it's a perfect spot to do it. Backup quarterback going against a really bad defense. All right, next up we got the Steelers at New England. Rell, who you got?
Yes, sir. I'm going with the Steelers. Patriots weren't supposed to win last week, and the Steelers weren't supposed to lose last week. I know Mike Tomlin's going to have his team high and ready. They're going to be pissed off. They're going to be mad. I'm definitely taking A-Rod and the Steelers to go win this game.
Jerrick.
Yeah, this is more so just about the Patriots than us. I do have the Steelers winning, and just more so about the Patriots. They were in a close game with the Dolphins, guys. Like, this is a Dolphins team that we said repeatedly is not good. Like we said, depending on how Thursday goes, their head coach might get fired. So this Dolphins team, this Patriots team, they're not living up to my expectations that I had going into this season. So I do think that Steelers will win this one and get back on that winning track.
I got you. This is a low key must win for Pittsburgh. If Pittsburgh loses this game, I think I'm not hitting the panic button, but I'm definitely staring at it real hard because this is now it's funny because going into this year, I did say that the Patriots when I was making the schedule and we was do the schedule alone, Jerrick. I did say the Patriots was a game we was gonna drop because normally we drop a game against a team that's a little worse than us. We did it surprisingly against the Seahawks. Well, if we lose this game too, then now I'm worried because we should definitely be at worst case scenario 2-1 through 3 weeks. But it's a must win game, man. Must win for the Pittsburgh Steelers early in the season. All right, so I got Pittsburgh winning that game. All right, next we got LA and Philly in Philadelphia. Rell, who you got?
Yes, sir. I got the Los Angeles Rams winning this game. I'm gonna hit the underdog button. Matthew Stafford playing some great ball, man. He putting the ball in some crazy spots. Like he really slinging the rock. And I know the Eagles defense is really good. I know the offense is really good, but this is more about the Rams. I think Sean McVay and his offense is really, really, really ready to go win. Like Devontae Adams been looking extremely good. Puka been looking like Puka. Like this offense is crazy. They got Blake Corum in the running back rotation now, and Kyron Williams and Blake Corum, they look crazy together. Like they look like Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara type good. Like, yes, they look good. I'm telling you. Do your homework on that.
All right, Jerry, who you got?
I'm not gonna lie, this is one where when I was doing my picks earlier today, I was staring at this matchup a little bit just because both
Please
teams.
do it. Please do it. I'm begging you.
Can you let me finish?
Nope, do it, please.
Both teams 2-0. They're both playing some pretty good football. But I am going to take the Eagles in this one. Just for the simple fact that I just don't think the Rams defense is going to be able to stop what they need to stop. Like the Rams defense isn't going to be able to contain this run. And I just think that that's going to be a recipe for disaster, kind of like last year in the NFC Championship game. Now, is that defense maybe looking for a little bit of a get back? Maybe, just because of what happened in the NFC Championship game. I think they had this game circled on their schedule just because they wanted to prove that they can stop the Eagles' run game. But I don't think it'll happen. I just don't. So I do have the Eagles winning this game.
Well, this is 2 weeks straight that Rell is bet against the Eagles. I mean, good luck with that, brother. I'm gonna go with the Eagles win this game. I do, and we was doing our player props. I was looking at Saquon's rushing yards because the 2 times Saquon played his team last year, he absolutely destroyed them over 100 plus each game. I don't think he's gonna have that big of a game. Cause I do think the Rams are gonna come into this saying, okay, the past 2 times we played the Eagles, this guy went off, right? So we got to try to stop this guy, which I think opens the door for I'm here, Jay Hurts game. Not a once again, not a 300-yard pass and 4 touchdowns, nothing crazy like that. But okay, you want to take away the run for real? You want to test me? I can still put the ball in the air. And I have a bold prediction, not a bold prediction, but I think what's going to happen this year is what happened last year. Remember last year they was talking about the Eagles passing offense. Oh, they can't pass the ball. Remember that? And remember he played the Steelers, and he said that's what y'all wanted to see, right? I think we're going to get to that point. If it doesn't happen this game, after this week, if they win this game ugly with no passing yards, then the public gonna come out and start saying, "Oh, the passing game," and then somebody gonna get got in the next couple of weeks because Jerrick's gonna have a big game. All right, but I got the Eagles winning this game for this week. Next up, we have the Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jerrick, who you got? I mean, Rell, who you got? Sorry.
Bucks, the Jets told me all I needed to see last week, and then not having Justin Fields this week. Bucks.
Jerrick.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. The Bucks.
Yeah, I got the Bucks too. Is Jay Fields not playing like for real, or is it still questionable?
Concussion, he out.
Yeah, it's concussion.
All right, I thought it was questionable, but I got you. All right, but yeah, I got the Bucks for sure. Anyways, speaking of injured quarterbacks, next up we got the Vegas Raiders versus the Commanders, who could be without Jaden Daniels this week. Rell, who you got?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go with the Commanders, even though Jaden Daniels might be out. Him and Marcus Mariota have the same play style, and I know Cliff Kingsbury loves that play style, so I'm guaranteeing the win. Geno Smith played terrible last week. He threw 3 INTs. Ashton
Terrible.
Jinty run game obviously can't get going, so I'm guaranteeing the win with the Commanders. They took a tough loss last week on Thursday Night Football. They had 10 days of rest. Go ahead and smash that money line, yo.
Got you, Jerry. Who you got?
Yeah, I have the Commanders, whether Jaden Daniels plays or not. Like Rell said, this is a team coming off of a loss that they feel like they're going to want that one back, and they're going to be motivated. And like you said, they're well rested. That little mini bye. I know teams don't really like playing on Thursday games, but they love the after the result because you do get the mini bye. And the Raiders are coming off of a short week because they had the Monday night game, and like Rell said, the Raiders' offense it looked bad. They struggled offensively because of Geno Smith, and they can't get anything going with Ashton Jinty. That's another guy. Hey, when that line drops, if it's anywhere close to 60 and above, go ahead and hit that under button. Go ahead and hit the under button. Rell called it last week. Like we said, week 1. I mean, this offensive line is just not good enough, and I just don't think that they'll be able to beat this Commanders team with or without Jaden Daniels.
Thanks. At the Commanders, Gino showed me what the reason why I wasn't high on this team. For one, was the offensive line and Jinty, but it was because of Gino. I'm not understanding the hype Gino had going into Vegas, and then he had a little preseason game where he flicked off the fans because they would say, like, bro, what? Like anybody can do that. I don't mean they about to just come out here and ball out now. Like, come on, bro. So I'm going with the Commanders to win this game at home. Next we got Atlanta and Carolina. Rell, who you got?
Yes, sir. I'm taking the underdog here. I'm going with Bryce Young and the Panthers. I know Bryce hasn't looked too good yet. I know the offense hasn't looked too good yet, but it's going to be the Panthers' home opener. It's going to be the first game of the season where they're at home. Bryce Young is a must-win game. They're 0-2. Can't start the season off 0-3, and it's a divisional game. Hey, Bryce Young, the chance is there for the taking, man. They're going to need you big time, so I'm going ahead and taking the Panthers.
Jerry, who you got?
Don't be fooled, okay? I have the Falcons, okay? I have the Falcons win this game. I just think that they're the better team overall. I mean, like, when we look at this team, the Panthers, they're not good. The Cardinals had a breakdown at the end of the game, almost costing them that game. I don't think that's something we need to look into too much, being quite frankly. I picked the Falcons to win last week against J.J. McCarthy. I think they're like, the Falcons are a pretty good football team to me. I really do think they are. And I think that, like, they're starting to tap into Bijan Robinson's full potential. They came out the gate feeding him the ball, and we saw what he could do with it. And I think that this offense is just too dangerous. I don't think Bryce Young can keep up with Michael Penix Jr. in this offense that they have. So I have the Falcons winning this one.
Yeah, we kind of here. I was flirting with going with the Panthers again. I think I went the Jags first week. With the Panthers last week, I'm good. I'm going with the Falcons. All right, I'm just going to take the high road. I'm going to go with the Falcons. I get it, home opener. I got it, but no, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, can't do it. All right, next up we got the Texans in a must-win matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Rell, who you got?
Yes, sir. I'm taking the Texans. And it's not even about the Texans being 0-2 and it being a must-win game. It's more about the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence is not that guy. I'm ready to call him a bust. Like, I'm for sure ready to solidify him. He had a bad week 1. I don't know how they got the win. Then you fast forward to week 2. Joe Burrow goes down. Joe Burrow going down point blank period. It should be an automatic win. But Joe Burrow going down in the backup quarterback coming in and having 3 INTs and still losing the game, I'm definitely taking the Texans, guaranteeing that game.
So I look at this Texans offense, like I look at the Giants, and I'm not trying to throw any disrespect to the Texans, but both these offenses have lethal weapons. One Nico Collins, one Malik Neighbors. The Giants couldn't give them the ball week one. They lost pretty comfortably. They lost. The next week, they force fed him the ball. Not only did he have a great game, they put up points and it opened opportunities for other people like Wandale Robinson. With the Texas offense, Nico had 9 targets, right? But he only had 3 catches. So you got to get him the ball. Make defenses respect him. Make defenses want to shift coverages towards him, and then it can open up for other guys. They don't really have a other guy right now. Christian Kirk might be coming back this week, and they went and traded for him, so that's a guy they believe can like give this offense more upside. But Nico Collins can't be having these mid games. Like put the ball in his hands. You have to give him the ball in this offense to make things go. So CJ, get the ball to Nico, and y'all should be just fine. All right, next up, we have an AFC West showdown between the Denver Broncos and the Chargers. All right, Rell, who you got?
Yes, sir. I'm going with the Denver Broncos. Throughout the first 2 weeks, they haven't looked good at all. Even though they got the win the first week, they had a heartbreaking loss week 2. I'm guaranteeing this win. Justin Herbert and the Chargers, they've been looking real good. Quentin Johnson been looking real good. The whole offense been looking real good. But Khalil Mack just had an injury, and I think that's going to hurt them for this time being.
Yeah, who you got?
I'm going with the Chargers. I am. I'm high on this Broncos team. I really am, but I just think that they're just going through some growing pains out the gate. Bo Nick's second year, he's showing flashes of what he was last year, but overall picture, the first 2 weeks he hasn't looked too great. And I just think this Chargers team, they're hot. I just really do think they're hot, and I think that they're going to be very motivated to go out and go 3-0 against the division. Like, has anybody ever started off the season with 3 division games straight?
I don't know. I know the Chargers are one of 3 teams in history to have 2-0 start against division matchups.
See, this is unusual, but I do think that they're at home as well. I think that this team will split, but because they're at home and this Chargers team is very hot, Justin Herbert's playing great football. I think this would be another loss for the Denver Broncos. Unfortunately, I have the Chargers.
All right, I'm gonna go with Denver, man. I'm going with a team that going into this year I had a lot of faith in, and I think they have to get this win right here. Not only to avoid falling 1 and 2, but boost the confidence, right? You didn't really beat the Titans in an impressive way, right? Bo Nix looked bad. Bo Nix looked good last week, and you lost in a crazy way, right? The flag at the end of the game. I think this team need a little boost of confidence, start playing with swag again. And what better way than to go into LA, be a division rival, a team that going into this season we viewed as lesser than y'all. Prove yourself. Prove that you one of the, and I'm not gonna say alpha male in the AFC, but you're close to it, like we thought you were going into the season. All right, so I got the Denver Broncos knocking down the Chargers. Next, we got the Saints in Seattle. Rell, who you got?
Yes, sir. This one was a tough one to pick, especially how good Spencer Rattler's been playing. He's slinging the ball around, looking like a top 10 QB in the league, for real. But looking at what the Seahawks did last week, they beat the Steelers, a really good Steelers defense. That offense is legit. Kenny Walker, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, they're legit. They even got Cooper Kupp to throw in there. So I'm definitely taking the Seahawks winning this game, but it's going to be a very close game.
Jerrick, who you got?
I do have the Seahawks, but like Rell said, I don't think this will be a blowout. I don't. The Saints have played 2 surprisingly close games. I know that they lost week 1 off of both losses were 1 possession losses, right, Rell? Yeah. So this is just like one of those teams, almost like the Titans, where they're gonna stick around. They're gonna make it an interesting game. They're gonna make some people sweat who have money on the opposing team. But I do have the Seahawks. That offense, the Seahawks offense looks very, very good. JSN, he's looking very, very good. So I have the Seahawks winning this one.
Yeah, the spread is at Seahawks -7.5. So you can probably get Saints plus 7.5, if we think it's going to be a close game. I think that would be a nice little bet you can put out there. But I'm going to go with Seattle. I just don't feel comfortable picking the Saints. I think they're a team they're going to scrap. They're going to fight. They're going to put up a fight. They're going to do more than what you thought they was going to do, like last week, right? But I just think that they're just not – they don't have enough right now to stack up W's. All right, next up we got the Dallas Cowboys and Chicago Bears, which might be one of the best games this week. Rell, who you got?
Yes, sir. I'm going with the Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams, must-win game, bro. Ben Johnson, must-win game. 0-2. The week 1 was a complete meltdown on your behalf. Week 2, again on your behalf. The game gets out of control like that, y'all lose by 30 points. That's on you, Ben Johnson. The Chicago Bears are desperate for a win. They're desperate to be good, so they need you. They cannot drop the 0-3. They cannot. I'm taking the Bears for sure.
Thanks, Jerrick, who you got?
I'm going with the Cowboys. Just because, like, I think that honestly, what we're seeing in Dallas is the offense that I expected to see. Like this week was what I expected to see. Dak being able to get the ball to CeeDee Lamb, get the ball to George Pickens. They're getting Devontae Turpin involved. They have some weapons, and their run game still looks good. Like Javonte Williams looks revived. Like he looks like he's taking this second chance opportunity. He's really running with it. And then they're getting Miles Sanders involved as well. So I do think this Dallas Cowboys team will win this game. It'll be a shootout though. I think Caleb Williams will have a good game, but I just think that at the end of the day, I think the Dallas Cowboys will pull through, kind of like they did against the Giants.
I got the Bears, man. Like Rell said, must-win game. You don't want to fall 0-3. Like 0-2 is okay, but 0-3, that's something you don't want to do. Especially with the early bye, because now if you go into the bye week 1-3, you don't have a lot of room for error when you come off the bye. And when you come off the bye, mind you, like I said, a lot of injuries and things start happening later on in the season. You don't have a bye to recover from that. So you can start dropping games just due to injury. So, like, there's a lot of pressure to win out in these next 2 games going into the bye. And I think they can do it in a shootout versus Dallas. All right, next up, we got the Cardinals and the 49ers. Rell, who you got?
Yes, so I'm going with the Cardinals. Mac Jones looked good last week. Kyle Shanahan threw a great game plan for him, but I think Kyler Murray and the Cardinals got this one 3-0. He's a better quarterback. I'm taking the better quarterback.
Jerrick, who you got?
Return of the Mac. I'm gonna go with the 49ers. I liked what I saw out of Mac Jones. Like I said in last week's episode, all you had to do is just go in there and just play football. Kyle Shanahan's going to make it simple for you. And when you have a guy like Christian McCaffrey, you have a Brian Robinson Jr., it's going to make it a lot easier. And you have 2 weapons in Ricky Pearsall, Ron Jennings. Defense has been looking pretty good the first 2 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and take Kyle Shanahan and Mac Jones.
Yeah, I want the 49ers. This is kind of hurting Brock Purdy's case to be more than a system QB whenever backups come in and throw 3 touchdowns and, have a really good game. It kind of hurts the case for us saying Brock Purdy is top 15 because they're going to argue, okay, other guys are doing it in the same system. Jimmy Garoppolo, Mac Jones, like other guys are doing it, so of course you can do it. So I don't like that for him, but I do think they'll definitely get this win at home and I think they'll take control of the division because they're 2-0, the Rams 2-0, the Cardinals 2-0. They beat the Cardinals, Rams lose to the Eagles. They can take a little bit of control of the division. All right, next up, we got the primetime game, Sunday Night Football between the Chiefs and the Giants. We all know this is a must-win game, and I think we all know how this is about to go. Rell, who you got?
Chiefs.
Jerrick.
I don't know what Roger was thinking making this Sunday Night Football game prime time. I don't know what Roger was thinking. He could have put the Rams and the Eagles in this spot. I would have rather seen Dallas and the Bears. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be one of them where you go ahead and turn your TV off, find something else to do, maybe get on the game, get ready for your Monday morning. So yeah, I got the Chiefs. This is gonna be bad.
Okay, I don't think it's gonna be that crazy. I don't think it's gonna be like a crazy blowout. I don't think the Chiefs have enough firepower to do that. Xavier Worthy is 50-50 to play, so if he does play, maybe I'll lean towards that. But I don't think it's gonna be a crazy blowout.
They don't need Xavier Worthy. They have Patrick Mahomes. Like this is gonna be a game where you're gonna see like a Travis Kelce have an old Travis Kelce game, and then I think Mahomes like Thornton, his wide receiver Thornton. I think they're starting to get more on the same page just because like. It always seems like he's either not running fast enough or Mahomes always overthrown. I think he can be a nice weapon for Mahomes. I blow out. Trust.
I got the Chiefs, but I think it's like a 10-14 win.
What's the spread at? What's the spread at?
I think it's -6.5.
Take the spread. Take the spread.
I got you. But then we got, I think, The second game of well, I think it's the game of the week. No, I say the Eagles and the Rams are more of a game of the week than this one. But we got the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens on Monday Night Football. Rell's team, prime time. Rell, who you got?
Yes, sir. I'm taking Lamar Jackson and the Ravens on Monday Night Football. Lamar Jackson for one, 7-2 on Monday Night Football. 22 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. He plays perfect when the lights are bright on Monday night. I'm taking him over Jerrick Goff. I feel like the Ravens also got a better defense and they also got a better offense. So I'm taking the Ravens for sure.
Jerrick, who you got?
I'm going to go with the Lions. I think that the Lions are riding hot off of a very, very impressive win versus the Chicago Bears. We all thought that game would be closer with the Ben Johnson return, and we thought the Bears would put up a fight. They didn't. I think that what I'm seeing out of this Ravens team, week one, that dramatic loss. Week two, they won, but I still I don't look. That's not as convincing of a win as I thought they were going to have. Honestly, it just didn't look the way I thought it was going to look. So I do think that Detroit's going to come in here. They're both 1-1. Detroit, they don't want to fall too far behind the Green Bay Packers. So I do have Detroit winning this one.
This was a coin flip to me. I think this is gonna be a shootout. I think this will be a high scoring game between the Lions and the Ravens. I'm going with the Ravens though. I think that at the end of the day, it is who's going to make the mistake, Jared Goff or Lamar Jackson. And I think Jared Goff is more prone to make that mistake, especially in the regular season, over Lamar Jackson. I think that the spread is at -4.5. I might take Lions plus 4.5. I think this will be like a last second. The Lions need to go get a field goal to win the game. Jared Goff throw a pick. I think something along those lines will happen. But I got the Ravens winning this game. But I do think this will be a crazy shootout. And I think Vegas believes that too, because the over-under for the score is 52.5. That is the highest on the week. 52.5. So I think this will be a shootout.
That was even higher than the Bengals and
Jags.
Jags last week. I was at 49.5.
Yep. See, so I think we all think it's gonna be a big shootout game. It's gonna be a big game for Lamar because I think the Lions one thing they can do is stop the run defensively. So I think Derrick Henry. I never want to bank on the team bottling him up, but he might get bottled up this game too, and that would allow Lamar to be great in the air. So I got the Ravens win this game as well. All right, but that is it for Straight to the Point podcast, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. At the bottom of the screen, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Make sure you hit that follow button. And also, subscribe to this channel. And let me know in the comments if you like the episode, what you want us to talk about. Anything you want to let us know, put it in the comments. And also the Discord. One-time $10 payment for weekly parlays, player props, and money lines. One-time $10 payment for the whole entire year, y'all. So y'all definitely want to get into that. And if you want to get into that, go ahead, let me know in the comments, all right? But it's your boy J Bess, your boy Rell, and your boy Jerrick. Much love. Y'all stay blessed. We out.
Yo, they feeling like in 7, leave a comment down below. Yo.